We're the future. And the future is Launch TV. Welcome back, everybody. It has been a fun week. Let me tell you, I had 2 wisdom teeth removed over here. That was fun. It made the week especially fun, but I am back, and we are talking Mandela effects today. And let me tell you, we have quite a few to go through here because they just keep rolling in. But before I start, I wanted to tell you real quick, pretty soon we're gonna have some merchandise. We got some hats. If you want a hat, comment below. I'm gonna put those up for sale pretty soon, and then we're also gonna have some shirts and some other fun stuff going on here. But there's always fun stuff going on here because at Launch TV, we're the future. And the future is Launch TV. Anyway, let's get things going. First Mandela effect is, this one's pretty funny. There was a WWE, at the time it was WWF, wrestler by the name of Mankind, Mick Foley. The thing is, a lot of people have the memory of Mankind dying. Now, do you remember Mick Foley dying at some point? Because people remember a Hell in the Cell match, and they remember him being pushed through and dying on the canvas, and like medical crews being there, and like the audience. And now, there's a little discrepancy because in 1998, pro wrestler Owen Hart actually was being lowered. Bret the Hitman Hart. Dude, I had the glasses. I had like the, what was the moves? He did like the sharpshooter. Dude, I was a huge Bret Hitman Hart. And then there was Jim the Anvil Neidhart. Okay, big WWF geek. But anyway, back to the topic. Let me say, the strange thing is, some people might be mixing it up with Owen Hart's death. I went to they had like a funeral episode in St. Louis where I'm from and saw the whole Owen Hart thing, and I remember that happening. I think it actually happened in Kansas City, his actual death. So I don't think that should be confused with the Mankind thing, though they are similar. Now, I have a vague memory of this Mankind dying bit, but I don't know for sure. I can't make it out either way. But what do you remember? Do you remember him dying in a Hell in the Cell match sometime around the same time? Because people have that memory for some reason. Mick Foley is alive and well today, though. That's the fact. He is alive, he's well, all is good, so that's strange to people. Next one. Okay. Potato chips. This one's pretty weird to a lot of people. Now, in London, they have this potato chip, and it's called the Walker Cheese and Onion Chip. And currently, this chip is in a blue packet. That's right, it's in a blue packet. The Walker Cheese and Onion Chip. However, people remember it being in a green packet. Do you remember blue packet or green packet? Because it's always been in a blue packet, which is what it is today. But people have a memory of the packet being green. What do you remember? Walker Cheese and Onion Chips. Strange. And even the company, Walker Cheese and Onion, made a statement. They were forced saying that categorically they never sold cheese and onion chips in a green packet. So why do people remember the green packet? That's so weird. It's always been a blue packet. Odd. Let's see what else. Okay, Macbeth. Now, did you ever read Macbeth when you were in high school? We all read Macbeth. And in Macbeth, there were these witches. And the witches were like, double, double, toil, trouble, double, double. Remember all that whole verse and all that? And it kept coming up and it was like repeating Macbeth. Well, people remember it being Hubble, bubble, toil, and trouble. But it's never been Hubble, bubble, toil, and trouble. It's always been double, double, toil, and trouble. Every verse is double, double, toil, and trouble. Yes, double, double, toil, and trouble. But people remember it being Hubble, bubble. Now, do you remember this Hubble, bubble bit? Because I faintly remember that. Just saying double bubble seems weird. I remember Hubble, bubble. That seems odd. You know, the play was written in the 1600s. You know, and there were the 3 witches. And people just keep remember these scary witches. The actual verse is double, double, toil, and trouble, fire, burn, and cauldron, bubble. There's never anything about a Hubble bubble in there. So anyway, if you remember Hubble and bubble, let me know in the comments below. Hubble, bubble, whew, that's like it's just too much. Like, it's like what's the zebra stripes? Somebody fill me in on what the zebra stripes are. The zebra stripes on ships. Razzle dazzle. Razzle dazzle. And now we got Hubble bubble. You gotta love it. I mean, you gotta love it. Anyway, we're gonna keep going here. I gotta get to the car wash today, so, you know, I'm kind of flying through these. The car wash closes soon. Okay, let's do some geography, because we have a great geography video, but I have a couple to add. If you haven't seen the geography video, you should check it out. I'll put it as a card right up there. You should check it out. Geography with me. Yep. Anyway, first one, Bermuda Triangle. Remember the Bermuda Triangle. Now, we all know about the Bermuda Triangle. People remember the Bermuda Triangle being, like, dangerous. Do you remember being dangerous? People remember it as a dangerous spot for planes and boats. You never would want to go near the Bermuda Triangle. Now, the problem is, yes, they say it can be dangerous, but it's no different than a lot of other areas that are similar to it. But people remember a heightened sense of danger about the Bermuda Triangle, and that isn't there anymore. It's still considered dangerous, but not any more than any other dangerous zones. But people remember it being like the worst, the most dangerous of them all. Let me know what you think about that. Atlantis, we all remember the famed, I'm like holding my wisdom teeth. Sorry. Anyway, don't get two wisdom teeth pulled or you're done. Anyway, Atlantis, the thing about Atlantis, people remember Atlantis, and they remember Atlantis being a continent. They remember Atlantis being like this massive continent where there was all sorts of things going on with Atlantis. It was just huge. But the thing is, as it was reported by Plato, it was always just a city. It was just the city of Atlantis. But people remember it being a continent. What do you remember? Do you remember it being a continent or a city? Because it's always just been a city. I mean, even Plato, he described Atlantis. It was destroyed 9,000 years before his time, and he described it as a city. Concentric circles, waterways. But people are like, no, I always remember it being a continent. Why is Plato saying it's a city? It was a continent. Continent Atlantis or city Atlantis? What do you remember there? That's an odd one. Okay, this is an odd one. Now, we all know you love the holiday ones. A couple weeks ago, I did Santa winking. That was fun from the Coca-Cola commercial. But now we got another one, and we've got, yeah, if you want to see the Santa winking one, I'll put the card up there too. So that's 2 cards, you know, you have fun with them. Anyway, in this one, another Christmas one, we've got Christmas trees, but they aren't like any normal Christmas tree. These are upside down Christmas trees, and apparently it's like a thing. Now, have you seen people, these posts and advertisements and stuff all around of upside down Christmas trees? Why would anybody want to put their Christmas tree upside down? That like defeats the purpose. I would be terrified if I came home and my Christmas tree was on the ceiling. I don't know about that either. I don't know. That seems weird. Like, where did that come from? Upside down Christmas trees. Okay, let's keep going. A1 steak sauce. We all know A1 steak sauce. This is in the vein of 7-Eleven, which was also in that video from a couple weeks ago. 7-Eleven, the one from a couple weeks ago was 7-Up, which I thought people misconstrue with 7-Eleven, which I put in the video. Now this one, A1 steak sauce, is similar to 7-Up in that currently A1 steak sauce does not have a hyphen, and it never had a hyphen in it. But people remember A1 steak sauce having a hyphen. Do you remember A1 steak sauce having a hyphen or not having a hyphen? Because it never had a hyphen. It's like the 7-Up thing. But apparently people remember that hyphen. They remember it there, but it's never had a hyphen. A1 steak sauce, no hyphen. We got 7-Up. We got A1 steak sauce, and we got 7-Eleven having hyphens. We got just, I mean, this is craziness. But A1 steak sauce does not have a hyphen. 7-Up does not have a hyphen. 7-Eleven does have a hyphen. Are we misconstruing? I don't know. Maybe. Okay. This is a strange one. Now, we all remember the movie The Great Outdoors? You remember the Ghostbusters? You remember all the Caddyshack? I mean, this guy, I love this guy growing up. His name was Mr. Dan Ackroyd. Now, Mr. Dan Ackroyd, let's give him a round of applause. This guy's a living legend. What did I like about Dan Ackroyd? He had that unique spelling to his name. How did he spell it? I remember him spelling it A-C-K-R-O-Y-D. A-C-K-R-O-Y-D. Apparently, for a while then, it got shifted to A-K-R-O-Y-D. A-K-R-O-Y-D. And now, if you Google it, it is A-Y-K-R-O-Y-D. A-Y-K-R-O-Y-D. So we got Dan Aykroyd is skipping around. His name's skipping around. It's like Kate Beckinsale became Kate Beckinsale in my reality. She was always Kate Beckinsale. I don't know where the sale came from, but a lot of people remember it's always a sale. Same with Sean William Scott, losing an N on his first name. Like, that whole thing is weird. Now we got Dan Aykroyd's name jumping around. Of all people, leave Dan Aykroyd alone. Jeez. Anyway, Insta-Pot. Remember Insta-Pot? This came from a fan. It's now Instant Pot. Insta-Pot became Instant Pot. What happened to Insta-Pot? Are we thinking of Instagram? Maybe. Could be happening. But I remember Insta-Pot. It's now known as Instant Pot. Dan Aykroyd and Instant-Pot came from 2 fans in my comments. Thank you both. You are lovely people. You know who you are. Hope you're seeing this one. Shout out to you. Okay, cassette tapes. Remember you would bring cassette tapes home because you would record. You want to record your favorite show. Maxwell cassette tapes. I remember Maxwell cassette tapes because we used to record all sorts of fun shows on there when I was a kid. However, they're now Maxell cassette tapes. VHS cassette tapes are Maxell. They went from Maxwell to Maxell. I always remember Maxwell. That's a big one for me. What do you remember? Let me know. We're gonna have 2 more here, but before I sign off these last 2, please do subscribe below. We got 2 more to go, but subscribe if you're liking this video. Please give it a like. I'm here every week. I try to entertain. I try to have fun with you all. Comment, subscribe, like it, tell your friends, tell everybody, and we'll keep the fun times going. Anyway, 2 more. Let's keep on going. Okay, Smokey Bear. You remember Smokey the Bear and Smokey Bear? Well, Smokey the Bear became Smokey Bear. Smokey the Bear became Smokey Bear. I always remember Smokey the Bear, but the thing is the suspenders. People remember Smokey Bear, I remember it as Smokey the Bear, having suspenders. But he doesn't have suspenders. If you look it up, there's no suspenders on this guy. I mean, where did Smokey the Bear's suspenders go? Like in the official ad? Nope, no suspenders. Suspenders walked away from Smokey Bear. Smokey the Bear, Smokey the Bear, Smokey Bear lost his suspenders. And that's a good tongue twister for your evening. Last one, let's get going because my wisdom tooth is hurting and I gotta sign off and go get the car washed. Final one, Starbucks. Okay, the siren in Starbucks. People remember it not having a star in the top. People do not remember it having a star, and now it has a star. I don't know about that one, a little vague for me, but the Starbucks crown has always had a star up here. But people remember it not having a star. What do you remember with Starbucks? Let me know below. Thank you all. You have a wonderful day. I'm Jeff Pilkington, Launch TV. We are the future. Say it with me. And the future is Launch TV. Peace out.